What's up everyone, welcome back to another episode of Speedrunning SC2. In the last episode we had a perfect run. We won a game with Protoss, Terran and Zerg. Now let's see what today has in store for us. Let's go. Alright, first game of the day is against Iba, a Grandmaster Zerg player on altitude. Now let's see what we're gonna get. We have played Iba a few times before on the show, not on speedrunning. I think we played him with Ghost to Grandmaster, I want to say. And with Sky Terran also, I believe, but not yet in speedrunning. So, you know, he might know who we are. He might be an avid watcher of the YouTube channel, but now we're gonna see what we can do against him. We have 6 minutes to take him down. It is altitude. I do have to say for speedrunning, I'm a little bit less comfortable on the new maps, mostly because I don't know where to put my stuff to like avoid being scouted, right? Now, what is the perfect cheese for the occasion? Let's see. Oh, actually, I could go for the battlecruiser cheese again, because I remember that it looked weird and I didn't execute it very properly, but it was pretty awesome in the end. So I'm just going to do that again, see how it works out. I'm not sure what level our opponent was back then, but we got a really high MMR Zerg here, so should be a more difficult challenge than back then. Actually, I do think that Zerg back then was about 5.3k, and this one is 5.75, wasn't it, I believe? Now, if you guys don't remember that build, let me refresh your memory. What I did was I would proxy a starport. Was it on the same map? Wait, it could have been on the same map, actually. I'm not even sure. Anyway, I would proxy a starport here, go for a Hellion drop, and then follow it up with a battlecruiser from the proxy, and then go for a hellbat attack, which is absolute insanity. Ooh, I almost lost that SCV. That could have been a little bit tragic. I don't think I've lost an SCV to a drone scout in years. And that is the plan. And it's a very confusing build, so they might not really understand what's going on. Now, I do want to clarify something, by the way. I like to give you guys tips, as always. So, someone asked, why would you proxy a battlecruiser when it can teleport in? This is a very valid question. Like, it obviously makes a lot of sense to ask that, so let me explain you why. So, if you teleport a battlecruiser in, your battlecruiser usually has to leave pretty early. So if you teleport it here, the queens get it down to orange health. You already have to go away, because else you're gonna lose the battlecruiser, right? If you fly a battlecruiser in, you have the teleport to go back home. So you can quite literally target drones until you're like 50 HP and then teleport out. And it's a very secure way of doing damage. So if you teleport in right away, and there's too much defense, you're gonna fly away and there's no damage being done. If you fly in, you have 100% guaranteed damage, because you can always teleport out and save your life. Now, we are playing against the pool first here, which is a little bit scary. I think I'm gonna... Should I keep my Reaper at home? I think I've actually had this situation before one time where I did this build against a pool first, and I ended up dying to a roach all-in. So I really hope this is not the case here, that we're being roach all-in. Keep in mind, my opponent did not know my race as I was playing random until I was scouted. That's also why I was drone scouted, obviously. So let's see, the Overlord is here. I don't think my SCV was spotted, at least I hope it wasn't. Let's see, get a starport down. There we go, as fast as possible. And now my CC is starting to finish. I should probably be going across with this Reaper as well, because my Hellions can defend the links. Now, what's problematic for me here is that I needed to proxy the starport with this SCV. Normally against pool first, I would always go in with the SCV to scout what's up. But I really needed to, go to my proxy location, else my build would kind of be ruined, as you can imagine. Now, this SCV is going to be perfectly fine. Doesn't look like there's roaches on the way, which is fantastic. Oh, actually, I did not really want him to see that I have no starport. Maybe he's not going to realize it, though, because it's just not something you would pay attention to normally, I think. So let's get the Hellions up. Get these SCVs back to my natural as well. And I'll build the fusion core a little bit further up here to be safe. See, there we go. Should be 150, 150. Yo, this build is super streamlined, by the way. I went down to below 10 minerals and 10 gas at the same time. That's always very satisfying. Now, the reason why I said there's no roaches on the way was because of the drone count. It looked to me like there were too many drones for him to also be going roaches behind it. So I feel pretty safe. Now, let's see what we can do here. The Overlord is obviously going to make him very suspicious. Or feel very suspicious, because there's no starport. There was no tech lab in the base. And my Hellion drop is already hitting, though. So let's see if he's actually ready to deal with it. I'm also going to have to make an armory here to really finish his attack. Oh, yeah, he's a little bit too late. He's looking at my base now, but he's going to lose a bunch of drones already. He might... Okay, he does have speed. So he's not going to lose an infinite amount of drones, at least. Or is he, though? Okay, we're getting closer here. Let's see. I mean, he's losing so much mining time. This is actually fantastic. It's not the end of the game. I do need to save these Hellions, remember, because this is going to be a hellbat attack. I don't have that much time. If you think about it, sometimes I get so much stuff done in 6 minutes, but with this attack, my battlecruiser just started and it's already 440. I really need to win this one with my first attack or it's all over. I'm very tempted to send these Hellions back to repair them as well. He clicked on the medevac, but that's going to allow me to go back into the main and get even more damage. And if you're wondering, if you're doing an all-in, is it important that you kill drones? It is important, because killing drones here is going to force my opponent to make more drones and he's going to have less units. And obviously he's going to have less minerals to make queens, which is most likely going to be the deciding factor in this game. Let's see if I can get some free shots. Yeah, it's well done by him to actually click them onto the medevac, because then I can't out-micro him. Or well, I can still out-micro him. Let's see. This is going to be a nice one, I think. A little bit of a trick. Oh, it somehow dropped on top of that. I guess I out-microed myself on accident. Happens to the best, I guess. Now we have 30 more seconds, and then I'm going to be doing my SCV pull. Though what happened the last time, and it seems to be happening again, is that my opponent does not make a spore crawler because they think it's just a Hellion drop. Why would you make a spore crawler against a Hellion drop, right? Here we go, we're gonna go in. The armory is not quite finished. The battlecruiser is gonna teleport straight on top. And when he sees that, he is gonna be a little bit upset, I'm afraid, because he does not have enough queens in this position. You need at least 4 queens to kill a battlecruiser, but if there's also a Hellions, it's just not quite enough. Look how much the battlecruiser is tanking. 6 minutes have been reached, so the SCVs are coming across, but it wasn't needed, and we might have won exactly on 6 minutes. It could have been 6:01 when it typed G. I'm not 100% sure, but that's beautiful. Lost almost nothing this game. Surprisingly, I lost 600 resources. I don't even know how. I guess we lost the medevac, the Reaper, and 4 Hellions. It didn't feel like I lost that much, but this was super clean. This build is just strong. It works out very well. No one expects a proxy starport against Zerg, especially with the battlecruiser follow-up. Like I said, even if you don't want to do this all in, even if you want to use this build as your standard build for the ladder, very often they're just not going to make spores, because who makes a spore after a Hellion drop is cleared up? Anyway, that's it for game number 1. Let's keep it rolling. Its second game is against the barcode Terran on Grass. Actually, I'm not sure how to say this map. Grassvan. Guess we'll find out later. All right, we got another PvT match. So this game I wanted to do... Oh, there you go. Of course, buddy. I will tell you my race if you ask nicely. This time I want to do a slightly different cheese than I have been doing. So I'm actually going to make a slightly early pylon. And I'm going to go across instantly with a probe scout to annoy him. I basically want to play as cheesy as possible and distract him while doing something else. Now, I'm going to do either a proxy robo or a Stargate. I'm not quite sure which one yet. Proxy Void Ray, if you guys didn't know, used to be super popular. There was a patch at some point that buffed the Void Ray. And Proxy Void Ray was absolutely rampant on the ladder. But ever since then, they have nerfed it. So I haven't seen it as much, and you can only imagine I don't see it anymore because it's weaker, right? Because, I mean, sometimes people get mentally affected, their unit gets nerfed, and they're like, okay, I'm just not even going to try making this unit anymore. But you have to imagine after a patch, at least some people would try it, and, you know, it's, yeah, probably not that strong anymore. But as you guys know me, I don't really shy away from strategies that are supposed to be weak, so I can probably go on and do it anyway. Now, let's just see what works on this map. A proxy Stargate here could be very strong. It doesn't look like the Reaper jump-up spot would be in the way, which is very important, because the Reaper jump-up spot is right there. I'm going to attack some more SCVs. I know how annoying this is, so, you know, if my Terran brother here ends up watching this video, just know that I'm sorry for harassing your workers. I know I'm being an absolute demon to you right now, and promise I'll make it up to you by making some more good Terran content later on, I guess. That's the only thing I can promise. Okay, what is he gonna make? Actually, I didn't check if he has a double gas. That would be nice to see. Oh, I need 1 more in gas. I was gonna say, I am mining with 6 on gas, but I was actually only mining with 5 there. Oh, he went for a Marine. That is actually pretty decent for him, I would say. I know from experience that playing Marine first instead of Reaper first is a little bit better against proxy Stargates, for example. I'm gonna go for Adepts. Should I go for... Let's see... I'm thinking if I should go for Warp Gate or not. I'm gonna start it. I might still cancel it later because I'm not convinced that's a great idea. I also want to start making some batteries. I don't think it's the right time yet, though. I'm gonna get a 2nd gateway. Can I afford a 3rd gateway as well? I'm not sure about it. Okay. Gonna shade it across already. I mean, at this point, he knows I'm 100% all in, right? There's no doubt about it. He might start looking for my pylon, but I'm still gonna try and go for this. Oh, he did find my probe there. So I guess it's logical to assume I'm building a gateway. I'm gonna go for a Void Ray instantly. Let's see, yeah. I thought they made it cheaper. I'm not sure if they reverted that or if I just remembered the change wrong. That's also very possible. Now I'm gonna get a third gateway here. And this is mostly because he scouted me. He's gonna be bunkering up. And I can only really break him if... Let's see. Oh, he wasn't making a command center there. Okay. Maybe I should be making the Void Rays here instead. And let's see what he has up this ramp. Okay, so he has a bunker there. I'll make another pylon here, then there's no problem. I need to desupply block myself anyway, so it's all good. Now, what unit is he gonna build to deal with this? It's most likely gonna be a Cyclone. I could go for a Phoenix as well. Keep that in mind. There we go. Keeping my adepts in range. And then I'm gonna make a battery here, which is gonna be very nice. I mean, if he wants to attack this Void Ray, that's pretty alright with me. As you can see, he's losing a few units. Oh my god, he lost 2 Marines already. That is pretty massive. I do think a Cyclone is gonna be on the way soon. So after this Void Ray, I'm gonna be starting a Phoenix. That's gonna be my approach of choice here. I also have 3 Warp Gates finishing. Let's see what he's making. Yeah, there it is. Exactly as I predicted. He's not gonna kill it yet, though. I do have... Oh, I forgot I had a battery there. I should have run to the battery instead. Let's see. Oh, no! I finished those on accident! Oh, that is a bit of an oopsie, guys. That might be hurt me later on. Because I wanted to shade him with a bunch of adepts. That was my plan here. So that does definitely hurt. I also don't have a Chrono Boost yet for the Phoenix. I do still think we have a decent shot here, though. Let's see. I'm gonna be able to kill 1 Marine here at least, which is nice. And with my Phoenixes being out... I'll be able to just one-shot a Cyclone for free, basically. That's how you use these. Let's see. He's gonna go there. And I'm just gonna kill one of these very easily, I want to say. There we go. And my adepts are coming in. Maybe I can kill this. Oh, he's not paying attention. The Cyclone is there. Oh, no, he didn't move the Cyclone away. And now my adepts are getting on top of the Marines. I'll be able to kill those one by one. Yeah, he doesn't really have Marines left. I have another Phoenix, guys. And I'm not sure what he can do against the Phoenix at all. Let's see. As soon as the Phoenix finishes, I'll just be able to lift the Cyclone. And it is most likely just gonna die. Let's see. I don't need to come in here with these adepts. There we go. Okay, well, actually his mag field finished and I lifted it too late, so it's not completely over yet. Oh, never mind. I lied to you guys. It is completely over. And, you know, I have to say this game was confusing because, let's be honest here, guys. I'm not gonna kid you guys. You guys saw it too. I did not play flawless this game, okay? I made a lot of mistakes. I lost my Void Ray. I failed the lift. I gave away 2 adepts, and yet this strategy seemed super strong. Despite being scouted early, despite my opponent having a pretty decent response, maybe this strategy is still just good. I think especially if you go for the Phoenixes, you can get Cyclones out of the way really easily. It seems like a very strong strategy. It's worth repeating it again. Maybe the next time I'll try a different one with the Robo, but these strategies are still very, very powerful. Hope you guys are not going to be torching Terrans out there on the ladder. Promise me, guys. Not just kidding. Do whatever you want. Anyway, let's go for game number 3. All right, we got Eba again. Okay, on Royal Blood. Now let's see if we get Zerg again for another perfect episode. Now we got Terran again. I'll write it to him this time. I'll be nice to him, guys. It's fine. You know, the thing is, if I tell him I'm Terran, he's also just gonna play a normal hatch first, which is gonna make my cheese come out a little bit better. I'm not gonna have to worry about being counter roach all in or anything like that. And this game, I think I want to go for some kind of really weird hellbat all in. That's just the vibe I'm getting. Actually, I have an idea. Maybe I can make it work, actually. Okay, check this out, guys. I'm gonna do a low ground wall off, just so my Reaper arrives faster, and then I'm gonna try to do some kind of Reaper hellbat attack. I've always been fascinated by those kind of builds, and at the same time, I haven't been convinced by their strength, to be fair. That's why they're not super popular, but it's always fun to bring it out, and maybe we can make it happen in the Speedrunning SC2. What other better place, right, to make it happen than here? Now, I need to figure out what kind of star bird unit I'm gonna accompany this with, because if you're making Reapers, that's 50 gas. Normally, you can afford tech, because you're not making Reapers anymore. You're making Marines that just cost minerals, simply put. But if you're making Reapers as well, you need some extra gas. So I guess I'm kind of going to freestyle and see how I can fit this into my builder. Probably shouldn't be the hardest challenge ever, but yeah, I guess we'll see. Now, I was watching a stream the other day, and I did hear that this was supposedly the shortest map in the map pool, which seems a bit insane to me, because this does not look very short, but okay, if the Russians is small, maybe that can actually... Oh, that's so stupid. I actually you know, by building my barracks here, my Reaper's going to be 2 seconds faster, but then I forgot to make my Reaper for 2 seconds, so there you go. Might as well build on the high ground now. But anyway, this is supposedly the shortest map, so maybe an all-in is going to hit a little bit harder. That would be nice. Now let's look at the placement here. I can make a factory there, and then I'll make a depot right here, and that should be a perfect wall-off. No problems whatsoever. Then I'm gonna make one Marine, as you always have to, just deny the Overlord Scout. This probably looks really weird to him, because I didn't use the first depot to wall off. So it just kind of looks like a really weird build where I don't have a depot for some reason to him, right? Like, I imagine when he saw that, he must have been taking a double take, like, wait, did I actually just see that? What on earth is this? Well, there you go. It is the new Mark Reaper hellbat attack thingy that probably doesn't really work, but maybe we can make it work. And let's see if we can kill some Zerglings. Here you can see, by the way, the Zerglings only just spawned. There was 10 seconds left for the Queen to spawn. If you let your Reaper arrive very early on a small map, you can actually do a little damage. If I didn't forget to make my Reaper for 2 seconds, I think I probably would have killed at least a few Lings or maybe a drone. He's not going for the Creep Tumor instantly. That's interesting. And let's hotkey that factory. He is making a third base already, so that's making me a little bit more comfortable. Now, what is my follow-up gonna be? I'm still not quite sure, to be honest. I'm actually gonna fly my barracks here and put my starport in the wall. Because I don't want him to see I'm still making Reapers, and I believe the Overlord was here somewhere, right? Maybe on that cliff. It doesn't really look like a cliff, but it probably is one. Now, I could technically make Vikings as well. Like some kind of semi-Penguin Brothers. If you guys don't know what that means, you definitely have to check out my Penguin Brothers series. But that could make for a pretty decent attack. Let's do a grenade. Try to get that Creep Tumor. Don't have enough DPS to kill it, sadly. But that's okay. Now, I have 28 workers. I'm probably at the point where I could start cutting workers as well. I'm gonna make a Viking. And then a medevac. This sounds really weird to do with a hellbat attack, because a hellbat attack is usually about just hitting as fast as possible. But I'm gonna try to make a Viking to clear Overlords first, and then go for a hellbat attack. That's the plan. Let's get these Hellions out there. Second Reaper is already gonna make him feel a little awkward, because why on earth is there a second Reaper? You know, it's not really something you usually see. Now, on a bigger map, if you want to do a hellbat attack, you can make the armory after the medevac, but this one is pretty small, so I'm gonna make it slightly before. Oh, he did see the armory right away with that Overlord. I should have built it in the main. Oh man, that's gonna be a little. That's a big mistake, and that's gonna make it harder for sure. Let's see. Let's make sure to kill the Zergling at least. I do have 3 Reapers. My armory does look pretty strong, but yeah, he is simply gonna make Banelings, and that's gonna be incredibly hard to get past. Maybe even harder if he gets Roaches. Actually, I should probably pray that he makes Banelings. That's probably a little bit easier. Let's get some grenades out here. Doing a good amount of damage to these queens already. Wait, is he not gonna save that? Oh my god, that's a dead queen. That is actually massive. That's gonna make it so much easier on the defense. Now I'm just gonna go across here with everything. I'm gonna keep spamming units as well, because that's all I can really do in this scenario. Now we go. Hellbats are out. My Viking is going to be a little bit late. That's a mistake for sure. Normally I would make a third command center here, by the way. But now I'm obviously more in a position to, you know, keep going, because I have to pull SCVs. Oh, the Reaper grenades are going to be huge here, I think. Look at the queens just flying into my Hellbat. That is a massive play. That queen is going to go down super fast. I have more Hellbats coming in as well. Vikings is flying in. Where's the Viking? Oh, it's killing an Overlord casually. Yeah, why not, I suppose. Might as well finish it off if you're at it. Now, I should have done something else with this build, like maybe make another barracks. Nope, you're not escaping here. There we go. Absolute roasties. He has a few Banelings, but my Splitties are going to be on point here. I knew my Splitties were going to be good. I am kind of running out of units, though. Keep in mind, I have to win this game no matter what with this attack. There's no more medevac energy on these beasts, so I won't be able to, yeah, keep these alive forever. Now, a Reaper grenade is going to be massive here. There we go. That queen is going to go back into my army. Going to be able to take that down. There we go. Both queens going down. And I think the time for the SCV pool has come. He has a few more Banelings morphing here. So I'm just going to send my Hellbats forward to deal with those. Okay, yeah, the splits are going to be fine here, I think. There we go. I think I took damage on a few Hellbats at the same time, but nothing too crazy. Let me do a scan. Obviously, don't want to be launching mules anymore at this point. I do have another Viking coming in. I mean, it's really close because I have to win the game with this. If I didn't have to win the game, I would feel very comfortable. Now let's do some more splits. The boys are coming as well. Here are the boys. Let's see if they can help me out. Put them on auto repair maybe would be nice. So they can repair him up. There we go. He's running away. I think he must be aware of who we are, else he would have surrendered by now. But he knows I do have to win the game at this point. Let me try to split this massive army. Get the Vikings involved, because those are all the damage realistically. Try to get a surround here. Sounds really dumb to surround Banelings, by the way. Please don't do that. Now, maybe I can just repair these Vikings. The auto repair on these Vikings is going to be insane. I have 2 more Hellions. I can roast all of these. Oh, I can actually lift these off as well. Let's lift these off and move them to a little bit of a better place. I got a Viking or a medevac coming in. And it looks like we are gonna do it. And I was actually getting a bit nervous because keep in mind, guys, this was the last attack. 6 minutes. I have to pull the SUVs and go for it. I had 0 money left. I had mules, but I didn't want to use them. And if you look at his supply, he has 46 supply. I had 7 hellbats left. I feel like if he had money for a few more queens, there's one finishing here, one there. Maybe it could have been close, but we managed to do it with the Reaper. Hellbat attack into the Penguin Brothers, which is... Yeah, I guess I was just making Vikings from a single starport, which is really weird. If you're gonna do this build, you definitely have money to transition, so please do not just pull the SCVs, but actually make a command center instead, because this looked a little bit silly. But anyway, we won with 3 awesome builds. Beat Eba twice, which sucks for him, but that's okay. And I think with that win, we broke 6.2k MMR again, which is insane. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all for the next one. Adios.